All right, guys. So each of you have talked to separately about this new fascination I have about being the new G.I. Joe 6-inch figures and how it takes me back to the 82, 83, 84 line and lets me be a 12-year-old kid again. And you're going to see why. And then, Ed, this is why I told you, you'll love these things, and then you'll love them as well. But anyone else watching this, if you're watching it, you'll love them. But here's some of the card art that shows up on these things that I got the other day, industrial retro card. Obviously, I'm not a box collector because that would be a sin. There's Rock and Roll Torpedo, Outback, Cover Girl, Zartan, Scarlet, Spirit, Lady J, Recondo, Stalker, and then more recently, Snake Eyes, the Vipers, Cobra Viper set, and then my holy grail that I was looking for, the very first G.I. Joe's vehicle I ever got, and the one that I remember my grandmother bought me, and I thought this guy was so cool, it's Breaker in the Ram. So I did up a little Afghanistan-esque F.O.B diagram for anybody who's been in the army will recognize some of these scenarios, right? So here you have the maintenance shop where Cover Girl is supposedly doing a little rundown on a, what is it called? A commandeered Cobra cycle, right? She got her little tablet there. Look at the tablet. Like that thing practically glows on its own. Then we got my favorite over here. We got Breaker, who is seriously just here to get the wrench. It's been here to get that wrench for about 20 minutes. Really needs a wrench to work on his bike, but keeps forgetting what he's there for. Anyways, that's what's going on in the maintenance bay, and no witnesses, no reports to be written. Behind that, you've got the weapons rack. One of the things these guys come with is a lot of weapons, and really detailed ones too. And I've added a bit of detail to some of them just because they didn't pop, you know, but that's what's going on over here. And yeah, I mean, clearly, yeah, it has some graffiti walls, you know, it's a F.O.B, right? F.O.B maintenance bay, posters are up. Then you go over there, oh, what's that? Remote control G.I.Joe cars. And we got the little drone I made. Some extra gear stored up top. Some barbed wire, remote control truck. Some of their backpacks. Just stuff like that. There's Lady J's. As we go down, in the background you see the chains and other accessories, and one of Rock and Roll skateboards, and Recondo and Spirit having a stare down conversation about tasks coming up. Not at all about leave plans and, you know, hunting season or anything like that. Nothing like the Gagetown conflicts that you used to have. So there you go, you got that. And over here, we've got the op brief at the CP. You can see Spirit's bird, his eagle, curious about what time it is, just like Outback is right now. And you've got Lady J, who's giving her map brief about the targets. You know, she's giving her brief. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's Destro's briefcase with some Monopoly money in it and a computer, apparently. And we did up a little op board over here, room clearance board over there. Yes, those are patrol report clipboard that has to be burned after reading, and then a weapons and equipment sign out sheet. No signature, no gun. We're tired of losing equipment over here. Yeah, and then you've got the art. Did up a little cool little commandeered. I picture this like how the Americans would take the swastika during World War II and bring it home. That kind of thing. And you got Torpedo and Scarlet, who are just like Stalker and Snake Eyes. They're working on the mission, but you know, Torpedo does find time to unload his gun like a good soldier should, and you know, give Timber some pets. Scarlet's watching over his shoulder to make sure that it's not back, you know, playing a game or porn or anything like that. And it's relevant information he's looking at. And you know, I don't know why Stalker's whispering to Snake Eyes, because Snake Eyes can't whisper back, so he's hand gesturing like, cut that shit out, man. Like, pay attention. Just pay attention to the brief, right? And then over here, you know, it wouldn't be rock and roll without a rock and roll feel, so you had to give rock and roll this skateboard to go with the M60, because, you know, just like they did it back in WW2, right? And rock and roll just clearly woke up. He is approving of the mission. He is good to go. He currently thinks that he is getting this briefcase full of money for some reason when he's actually being tasked to dress up as a Chechen whore and switch it with Death Row's briefcase, but he'll find that out later. And that's the CP scene. So I really like the articulation, the posability of the figures. Getting a couple stands here and there isn't a bad idea, but just the facial structures of these guys is pretty amazing. Like, let's see if we can get close up. Stalker. And then we got Torpedo's face. Scarlet. Still rock and roll. With the tats. Jay. Outback. Wakanda. Spirit. Spirit's an amazing sculpt. We're really impressed by that one. He looks really badass. And we got, oops, if you haven't fallen down, the one I got today. My favorite. Why do you have to fall down like that? Well, I'm going to put him like this now because he is my favorite right now. I gave him Snake Eyes scarf and I gave him a weapon I saved from an old McFarlane toy, which turned out good because Breaker comes with nothing except that stupid helmet and the bike. I shouldn't say stupid helmet. I do like that helmet. It is kind of cool. The helmets came a long way from the old G.I.Joe line. So did the backpacks. And they're both still there because fans demand them, right? So there's his face. And there's CoverGirl looking at her tablet. Still has not been approached about any such wrench. Okay. Then you go down to the Cobra stuff. Yeah, you got Zartan. It does come with a really cool second mask that sticks out much better than the old toy did. He's got that snake head and a severed monkey's hand on there. A really cool sculpt. That hood comes off. Yeah. And a Cobra Viper, Viper Officer, and behind the other two is the third Viper that comes in that set. Baroness, who came with the coil, the Cobra bike up top. Destro, who's on his way to go get a briefcase. And probably some Chechen Love. And then two more McFarlane toys that just seem to go really well with it. Anyways, there you go. That's what's going on with my G.I. Joe F.O.B.